Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kathy, and it is May 12th. And it's wonderful to be with all of you on this Mother's Day for 2024. I really wasn't expecting very many people here, and I'm delighted to have people here. We've got mothers, we have some of us who never had children, as in me, and we have future grandmothers. Rona's waving her hand. Yay, yay. She's been praying for this for years. So there's all these wonderful things that are happening. So let us begin Heart Source. And since we get new people on YouTube that come in, the Heart Source is formed by focusing on your heart chakra in the middle of your chest. And just imagine yourself walking into that wonderful vortex of energy and go deeper within. Now stay there, but also another part of your consciousness, walk around to the back and go into the back of your heart chakra. Go deep within the back. Somebody's a little bit too low. Move your awareness up a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Now go right in. And you're going to be going down a hallway or an alleyway or a tunnel until you step into this expansive room, your sacred space. And now keep your awareness there. So you're in two places, but walk around the front again and go into the front of your third eye, your brow chakra. Go deep within and ask to see the violet flame, which is hiding out there. We didn't know that was there until the Amia gave us the information in the book Hidden Structures. There we go. And now staying there, you're also, so you're in three places, walk around to the back, go into the back of your third eye. There you go. And now a beam of energy, intend, form, draw, whatever you do, a beam of energy from the heart chakra to the third eye goes right up the center of you. Feel that connection. Now send that beam of energy straight up to the center of the universe and straight down to the center of the earth. Take a deep breath and bring the energy in from above and in from below. It meets together in the heart. And then with an exhale, just with your intention, breathe that energy to go outward throughout your energy body, goes up and down all the different chakras, goes to your minor chakras, out the meridians, through the meridians. And remember, the meridians aren't just in the body, they're in the aura. There you go. And now, I am the sword. This is the sword of Archangel Michael. And if you have not received Michael's sword yet from your heart, while in your heart source, ask Archangel Michael to come to you. And all of you who like to follow along and receive the sword again, it's always fun. Hold out your dominant hand and say, may I please have your sword? May I please be your sword? And again, I feel the hilt of the sword in my hand, and I grasp it with my hand, and I bring it in front of my heart, pointed upwards. The blade goes upward. I'm just feeling the energy right now, and I'm placing the sword within my heart chakra. And now say, I am the sword, for those of you who have just received it. There you go. And the last form of protection we're going to do is just declare. Violet flame, activate around the seventh layer of my aura. Just feel that energy. So you have three levels of protection: heart source, the sword, violet flame, and any other types of protection that you use from other channels or stuff. Use it. And now command. This is starting our healing. Command. Chakra spin. Spin as fast as is safe for me. And your intention is to spin out congested energy. Keep breathing energy in from above and from below. Good. And now, heart source, expand out to either the seventh layer of my aura or the tips of my fingers when I'm holding my hands, arms straight out, whichever is larger. There you go. Feel what happens. Just feel what happens. This is where you can use the plug-in. So there's one that we call the implant removal plug-in. You don't even have to know all the steps. Your healing team knows all the steps. And if you feel like some blockage in one of the chakras, right now I'm feeling something more in the navel area. And I'm just saying, healing team, please activate the implant removal plug-in to remove whatever that is. It's like a real firm hold of congested energy. And there it releases for me. And just check your chakras out. You can also check in different parts of your body. It can be in one of the minor chakras where there's any joint. And it could be in a part of your body that has pain. And you can say, even if you don't know if there's an implant there, you can say, healing team, please use the implant removal plug-in to remove any implants in that area or in my body. And then, of course, there's the good old basic plug-in. Healing team, if there is a wound active within my body, or bodies being energy bodies, please find it. You don't even have to know what it is. It may pop into your head. And healing team, please use the basic plug-in, which involves encodement work and soul healing. And there are actually 4 plugins that we call foundational. Basic plugin, then the one that's healing over lifetimes. And that is taking the wound that is found in the basic plugin and applying the healing over any lifetime, past, present, future, parallel. If you were in an automobile accident and you are asking for the healing over lifetimes plugin, the plugin will take you to other accidents in this lifetime, and it may take you to carriage accidents or horse accidents or other kinds of traveling accidents in other lifetimes. Okay, good. And then the next one is the removal of victim consciousness plugin. We all have victim consciousness unless we're enlightened. And I'm always surprised. Was having a chat with my healing team, and it was pointed out to me where I had victim consciousness about something, and I was really surprised. Anytime we say, why did this happen to me? That's victim consciousness. Or if you go, oh no, not again. I'm sick again. How can I do that? That was me about 2 weeks ago. That's victim consciousness. And then the last of the foundational plugins is the implant removal plugin. And you can simply say, when you're working with a wound, healing team, please activate the 4 foundational plugins. It's amazing. They have all this information in their head. We don't have to keep it in ours. Good. And now our healing lecture room, a floor of light below us, a canopy of light above us, pillars of light in each of the corners, and angels coming in and staying along the perimeter from pillar to pillar to pillar to pillar, closing it up. And by the way, this healing lecture room is a modification of what I was given in the Melchizedek method for those of you who have taken that. Lots of angels. I'm looking to see what angels I'm actually getting. There's some from Archangel Michael and there are some from Raphael, but I'm seeing mainly mothers, all kinds of beings from the other side who have been mothers, are known as mothers. They're not really from the angelic realm, but don't some people say, my mother was an angel, or she is now, maybe she wasn't at that time. But people will say, oh, that person's just an angel to the world. So all of these type of people, wonderful, interesting. I was going to say these wonderful women are mothers, and I'm seeing some of them are alternating between lifetimes in which they were wonderful fathers or they were the only father, the only parent. So back and forth. So it's the mothering energy, it's the nurturing energy. And in the central pillar, there are coming in again wonderful energies, Yeshua and Buddha, and both of them are escorting in their mothers from that lifetime. They're having fun with this being Mother's Day. The masters, the saints that have been mothers in any lifetime are coming in. I'm feeling lots of energy. I hope y'all are feeling something similar. And now, for those of you who do not have mothers on the earth plane anymore, all of our mothers, the mothers of everyone who listens to this video, all of them are coming in. And your mothers are going to stand right with you. My grandmothers came too. And I heard from someone that what are coming in are the mothers of your genetic line. And for those of you who have adoptees, it is your genetic line, and your children have mothers from your genetic line and the genetic line of their birth families. The Chohans of the Ray of Healing are coming in, but they are deferring to Quan Yin and Mother Mary, both of whom are Chohans of their own rays. I'd have to stop and look it up, see which ray which one has. I'm not going to do that. So they're there. And Mother Mary and Quan Yin are coming in to lead the healing session. And you're being invited to sit in a chair that is like a rose colored, but not a bright red rose colored, more of a pinkish rose color. And that is the chair you're being brought in, and is the color of the mother's love. By the way, Gaia is showing up also. And you're invited to sit in this chair. And we all have intentions for our healing. We have them for ourselves. We have them for other people. many times we see the healing part, the nurturing healing part being a feminine job, not job, but charism or whatever. Charism means gift, a feminine charism of the nurturing. And of course, there are male healers who also have that feminine nurturing. Here we go. And Mother Mary and Quan Yin have, what they've done is they are bringing in the nurturing energy for all the people that we have been holding in, that you mentioned, and that we're holding in our mind and in our heart. And that includes us, even if you didn't say out loud that to put yourself in healing. All of those that you are asking to be healed, asking to be loved. And what I'm seeing an image of right now is Quan Yin and Mother Mary joining together with their energy and producing that. Mother Mary was asked by Quan Yin to infuse her vase that has compassion in it, to infuse that with the love of a mother who lost her child. And what Quan Yin is telling me, it's not just lost a child by death, but in ways you lost a child in relationship, a child that is hurting. And now, this is a beautiful image. What I'm getting is that Quan Yin will now be going to each one of us. And if our mothers are not on the earth plane, but in home, and if our mothers are on the earth plane, the soul self of our mothers is coming in. And Quan Yin is giving the vase of compassion imbued with the mother energy of Mother Mary and handing it to our mothers. And it's not a drop, bathing us in this energy. And I'm just going to tell you what I'm hearing from them. It is Quan Yin that is speaking. Activate all of the encodements for a mother's love within you. Doesn't matter if you had a mother of great love or a mother that was not of great love. Now, within you, we activate all encodements that were to be activated by a mother's love. And you are being anointed with the compassion, that drop of compassion Quan Yin has, but it's not a drop. Remember, it's like just pouring it all over you, like being anointed with a vial of oil coming into you. The frequency of love coming in right now, as it is being poured all over you, is the frequency of love to dissolve hostility, animosity, confusion about anything within your mother. And this goes back to you being in the womb. It goes back to how come mom didn't come and change my diaper right away? Even to why didn't mom let me have that cookie? Anything, major or minor. I'm seeing something going back to adolescence of the adolescent. Which of us weren't like this, right? Demanding something from our mothers and not understanding why they told us no, or they told us we couldn't do something. They were being protective. And Mother Mary is saying, no mother is seen as perfect in the eyes of any of her children because children have to learn impulse control. They have to learn there are things that they don't do. They have to learn how to be a loving adult. And if the mother is trying to do that and so puts limits on them, we consider that imperfect. And others absolutely, in our life plan, limited the love that they had for us because they were limited in love. And the vibration of the beautiful energy in the vase that is being poured over you even now is, if you allow it, going to each wound. And simply accept that love and ask them to please release and free from you any of the pain, false assumptions, false beliefs that were not true, anything having to do with a mother's love or the lack thereof. And now that love is coming down. Each person you've held in your mind and in your heart, all the people that we mentioned before we started the recording, to fill them with healing love. Deep, deep love. Your job is to accept that love. Now there is a clearing of the second chakra and the throat chakra, which complement each other. The second chakra is the one where creativity begins, both whether it is conceiving a child or conceiving an idea. So, guys, this applies to you. Conceiving an idea. And the throat chakra is where it becomes manifest. So, your creativity, those of you who are creative in the sense of art, books, poetry, healing, ideas, we are asking for the vibration of whatever is needed to release our creativity, to manifest our creativity through the energy of the throat chakra. And now you who are mothers, send energy from your heart to your children. In fact, you can have the energy that Quan Yin and Mother Mary are just covering you and everyone who is here on this session with. And you can take that energy as it comes into you and also send it to your children, and yes, your grandchildren or great-grandchildren. And now, if you and all the beings that are with you would set your intention to take this love that is being poured into you with Amma and Quan Yin and send it from yourself out as a blanket to the world with the intention of that love going to all who need it, even if it's 8 billion plus people. Ooh. Ooh. And now just set your intention to continue doing that through the channeling that's going to come in, which is Mother Mary. And just turn this room into the healing room into a lecture room. Sit in your favorite place. My fur child has decided to make noises. Okay. And now Mother Mary is coming in. And so that's who you'll hear from in the next few minutes. My blessings and greetings to those of you who are celebrating the Day of Mothers. It is in the United States and some other places. Being a parent, as you though, those of you who have children, is a tremendous job, would you call it? Responsibility for the coming of the world, for all of the people upon it, and what will happen with this. And you think, did my mother fail because of such and such and such? What mothers do is they work with their life plan and your life plan. It was not an accident to have the mother you have, whether that mother decided that she could not raise you and gave you to someone else, whether she abandoned you, whether she just didn't know what to do. What she decided to do was begin the creative energy of you. Yes, growing within the womb, but also to trigger your creative energy of what you were to do and be in this lifetime. Everything that happens to you, everything that happens to you begins with your conception. You may not have come in as a soul yet into that zygote, as they call it. See, I have learned some scientific terms of modern 21st century days, yes? But when I said yes to the Archangel Gabriel, to becoming the mother of the divine, and that occurred in whichever way, if you want to think of it a metaphor or whatever, things started to happen to my child that I was growing. Things started to happen to you when you were growing. Things began to come in. What are those things? Energies, expectations, excitement, dread, fear, excitement, love. Whatever it was that your mother brought into you at that time was ordained by you and your counsel to begin what you would experience in this life. Yes, it began with your mother. And it is crucial for you to know that no matter how you view your mother, and I know there are those of you who have wounds related to that, is that she began your creative process and what was going to happen within your life. She began how you were going to learn about love. The two of you formed a plan that would give you the beginnings of all of your life experiences. Yes, your father contributed also, but she brought in that energy for 9 months, some less, some more. And all those things she felt, all of that energy that she had, filled you because you, there in the womb, did not know how to protect yourself from other energies. The creative process, not only in the womb, but of form and fashioning you, of activating encodements, putting in artificial encodements that would lead you to what it is that you had to do by your choice of what would happen in your life. And no matter what you thought of your physical mother, she did this from great love. Tremendous love. You go, oh, some of you did not have a mother that displayed love. Most of you did in some way, some form, some fashion. The love began before you incarnated, before your encodement plan was placed within you that mapped out everything that happens to you in this lifetime, what you are going to discover about love. And it was given the stamp of approval, yes, by your counsel, ultimately by the creator of all. And you, no matter your relationship with your mother, now or later, the two of you joined in a spiritual hug of your energies before you incarnated. An energy of great love. I want to take you through a particular, call it guided imagery. Be in your heart source. Go to the back of your heart center and move into your sacred space. Ask to be taken to the time before you incarnated, when you and the soul who was going to become your mother made that final seal of approval for your life plan, no matter what it is, your life plan with her, your life plan with yourself, and mothering energy. Ask to be taken to that place, that time, at which with great joy and great love, you affirmed the relationship that you would have upon this planet in this lifetime. I am asking your soul self to assist you in this. And I'm asking now for you to defy the artificial construct of time and go to that experience of your soul and the soul of the being who became your mother, of where you were joined together with great love and joy and excitement, of the roles that you would play to begin your creative journey in this life. And we ask your soul self to assist you in bringing the energies of that experience, that seal of approval from both of you, that energy come into you now as it reminds you that this, and by this I mean anything you have experienced and anything you will experience, that this was according to your plan, that this incarnation is unfolding, has unfolded exactly as you so desired. If you ask, why did this happen? The answer is because you planned it that way. I didn't want this. Why did this happen? The answer is yes, you did want this. You wanted to experience this aspect of love, maybe in its obverse as a non-love. All occurred as you planned, in perfection. And that vibration of love from the two souls, you and the one who played your mother in this lifetime, comes together in great unity. Because not only did she become the creative energy of the beginning of your life, with all of the aspects of love that you were going to sort through, she began that process. You also began for her the process of motherhood of another child. It doesn't matter whether you are first, second, or 20th. Another aspect of learning to be mother and learning to give of yourself completely. Those of you who have not had children in this lifetime, you chose not to have the experience of what it is to have the demands of a child upon you. Someone that you knew you needed to form and fashion in some way, but you didn't know how to do it because you weren't gifted with that, whether it's books or people to guide you. It's a different type of learning. In many ways, a different type of freedom. All is there. The mother you celebrate today, whether she has gone on or whether she is still there, celebrate the gift of that soul's love for you, that she would leave the infinity of who she was to provide you love or frustration, in most cases, love, and to do exactly what you as a soul wanted to happen in the infinite manifestation of this soul. The love that she has for you is infinite. Even the role that she played may not have felt infinite. She and who she truly is as a soul, you as a mother and who you truly are as a soul, created a life that goes on and on, generationally. The love of Amma, the Divine Mother, the love of Abba, the Divine Father, fills her as she played a role of nurturing and sometimes a role of frustration and failure. And there was no failure. I ask you to hear that, those of you who need to hear it. No matter what your mother did, it was no failure. It was what you had planned, you two amazing creators. So I ask you now, whether your mother has gone on or whether she is here with you, to ask for blessings for her, for that soul who gave up her infinity to play the mother who struggled to be a mother. We all did. Do not think that I did not struggle to be a mother to the one you know as Yeshua. It is good to celebrate the ones who brought you into incarnation, be that mother or father. As they assisted you to bring back information to all that is about loving, about what happened when there is the lack of loving. And then when you come back home, all gather around you and congratulate you on a way well done. Be at peace, be in joy. Be in peace and be in joy. So this is Kathy. That was interesting, wasn't it? I never heard that part. So those of you who are mothers, how did that affect you?
I can say,
Yes. Yes.
I could say that I would be aware of that at some level mentally, but it's connecting to the feeling of it, of gratitude for all the moments, all the experiences. So it just takes it up a number of notches.
Okay. Anybody else?
I'll speak. I just felt very much at peace with my mother, and that I was thanking her and acknowledging her. And there's a lineage there of abusiveness in the generations, and just loving her through that. Whatever she did was something she inherited and just unconsciously passed on. And I put so much effort and I think been very successful in this lifetime. The buck stops here, because when I see my kids and how they mother their children and how they treat each other, I feel so good and so grateful. So thank you for this meditation. It was just
You're
felt like
welcome.
even more positive feelings. I'm tearing up. It's just to be able to just love my mother and not have all that stuff be in the way. Yeah.
Karen, do you mind sharing what it was like for you to know that there were two mothers engaged with these two souls that you have to follow that plan?
Yeah, it is very heartwarming to remember the great courage it took for them to give the gift of life to both of my daughters. They could have easily chosen not to. And I'm very thankful that I am able to send them gifts and notes on this day and remind them that we have not forgotten that their sacrifice. But I also really appreciated the reminder of the demands of motherhood that were probably upon my mother in the 1940s and 50s and 60s. And I'm very grateful for the oil of compassion to help me process some of the mothering that we experienced during those years.
Okay.
So yes, this was very powerful, Kathy. I'm going to be listening to it again. Yeah, it feels, I was telling somebody the other day, being embraced by the love of Amma is such a, I don't know what, a complete and balanced feeling. It's very different than the love of a father. So thank you for, I felt like I was being held in her hands today. And so I thank you for that.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Kathy, this is Jenna. I did end up coming on.
I'm
Um,
glad. It's good to have you.
Yes, thank you. I've been feeling so tender toward my mother for I don't know how long now, and it wasn't always like that. This just opens more for me with that, and that her and I, what we agreed to. That is, I'm processing that and what she went through and how hard her life was before she had me.
Thank you. I really enjoyed that experience of my soul and the soul of the woman who was my mother, of coming together in great joy, sealing, in a sense, that partnership that we had of mother and daughter. I want to thank you for being here on this Mother's Day, and many blessings to you. And remember, if you want to read we found that there is a transcript that is on YouTube. You can check that out on YouTube, but that I do post a transcript that I edit that is on the membership site. So if you need help in that, let me know. Take care and many blessings to you. Much love. Bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you. Thank
Cleo,
you.
wherever you are.